Welcome to the Principles of Success. My name is Nathan, and this is Season 1, Episode 23. And today we are talking about the key word is until. I talked about it a little bit earlier this month, but don't give up until you succeed. Don't give up until you have what you want. If you keep going until you get what you want, you will win. You have to endure until you get what you're after. I just basically said the exact same thing over and over again, but all of it's true. You need to keep going until. Until is the key phrase that makes it possible. Because if it was just keep going indefinitely, and you're never going to get what you're actually after, what's the point in enduring? But if that endurance leads to what you're after, then you shouldn't give up until you win. Les Brown loves talking about not giving up until you win. Look up some of his videos. I think I already have some of his audio on the podcast, so watch the motivational episodes and give Les Brown some love. But life's gonna be a pain in the butt, and it's going to slam some doors on you, and you're just going to have to knock those doors down. You're either going to have to, if a door shuts in your face, you have three options. You can either quit, you can either go through the door, or you can go through another door. And those are it. And if it's something that you really, really want, go through the door. Because sometimes life will close the door just to see how bad you want it. And the funny thing about life is if you keep knocking on somebody's door, they're going to go, I don't want to deal with that right now. But if you keep knocking, eventually they're going to go like, what the heck do you want? And they're going to open up the door. Then you can run in. But you have to be willing to work for what you're after. You have to be able to keep that discipline up, endure, learn what you need to do, take the actions necessary. So that way, as you knock on that door, when that door opens, you're prepared. So, just don't quit. That's the biggest takeaway for this entire month, is don't you dare quit. Because if you quit, life's going to suck. Life's going to suck anyway, even if you don't quit, but you're going to be depressed. Quitting leads to depression. When you feel stuck, that is the number one cause of depression. When you don't think there's anything that you can do to get out of the situation that you are in, that is when you feel depressed. There's other causes for depression as well, but that is the number one reason why people are depressed, because they feel stuck. So, don't you dare quit. And you just have to keep asking. If you're not getting what you want, you have to keep asking for it. Whether you have to keep asking for if it's right for you, if that's what you actually want, or keep asking yourself on how you can change your approach back to adapting to be able to achieve that which you want, or you have to keep asking the people that have the ability to give it to you. You have to keep asking them. You have to keep asking what you're missing. You have to keep asking how you can help the people that have that, how you can help them, so that way they will want to help you. That goes back to, I know we've talked about it, I don't remember when, but we'll talk about it again some more, of bringing value to other people so that way you can get what you want. And it doesn't necessarily have to be the same thing. To get somebody to give you a loan doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be the same level of financial ability as them. It could just be that you're a great friend and you make them laugh and they want to help you out. So keep asking. Don't quit. Just keep knocking on that door, because if that door even has the slightest chance of opening, don't you quit. And the last thing I want to talk about for this month isn't necessarily directly for enduring, but it is very useful for enduring. And that we talked about that last month as well. And it's that most of the energy, it's the hardest point getting started, momentum. Most of the fuel used in a rocket ship is spent in those few seconds of initial takeoff. It's a whole lot easier to maintain than it is to build. So I'm going to talk about the law of the harvest again. We talked about it months ago, but I'm going to talk about it again. And essentially what the law of the harvest is when you're a farmer, when it's harvest season, you can't put it off. You are going to work from before dawn to after dark every single day for that harvest season. And you're going to work really, really hard and build it up and build it up and build it up. So that way you are set for the rest of the year. The principle of the law of the harvest is, or the principle of the harvest season is, you can be unbalanced at times in different aspects of your life in order to build them up so that way you can then maintain. Like, for instance, working out, building it, you might need an hour, hour and a half to build up, but maintaining it, you might need maybe 20 minutes. Finances, you might need to focus really hard on your finances, scrape every penny, learn everything you can about money. And then once you have all that, maintaining your finances is a whole lot easier than it is building it. Your health, you might have to do the same thing. School, same thing. All of these are different aspects where you might have to put in a bunch of your time and energy and resources into this one thing so that way you can build it up. But once you have it built up, it's easier to maintain. So, how does that relate to enduring? Well, as you build it up and get it maintained, if you quit, you have to start the whole process over. You have to rebuild it. You have to take all of that time and energy to build it back up. Whereas if you had just been consistent and maintained it and endured, then you would have been able to focus your time and resources on other aspects as well. Anyway, that's it for this month. Next month, we're going to talk about hard work. So listen to that. Listen to the Motivational Monday episodes. There's a lot of great information from a lot of great speakers on those episodes. And listen to my Interviewing the Experts. They've kind of just turned into straight book reviews because during the coronavirus, it's been really hard to get people to interview. But listen to those. There's a lifetime of wisdom in almost every single book. So, listen to all of that. Contact me. My easiest way is on Instagram, and it's Nathan Dickeson, NathanDickeson. Also, email me at nathandickeson@gmail.com, same spelling. And I will see you all next week.